each and every one of us. And we have a lot of other allies that are not with us here this morning. And part of our work today is to pull in all the allies that we have to condemn and really turn this back on them, because no matter what they're doing, they're clearly way overstepped their bounds and in engaging in activity that is unacceptable legally, morally, on every level. And I think that we, despite the little bumps this may create for us, it may also create a lot of momentum so we can turn this around. So we want to just go right now to just some information updates. I know we're getting little text messages, and we'll make sure that everybody's on that and be legal numbers. But let's just see if we can level the playing field on what's been happening. And who's giving those updates? Andy? Updates? Andy and Lutza? Now let me say this other thing. Based on how it's going, it shouldn't be out of comprehension that police might show up here. And in a minute, we're going to read the press statement from the Sheriff's Department. And so there's no question that our friends here in Minneapolis are under serious attack. And in the event the police do arrive here, everyone from the welcoming committee sort of knows they're coming into the center of us. And we are going to surround them. And we have people set up to deal with media and lawyers to deal with police if they come. But we want to make sure that those folks who are at greatest risk that are still here know that they can count on all of us to make sure that they're going to stay with us. Okay? So you guys want to come up and do updates? And Betsy's got one too. And
all right, so what we're going to try to facilitate right now is sort of an info share so we can limit rumor control. We're going to try to facilitate an info share right now so we can limit rumor control and let everyone know what's happening. Okay. We don't claim to be experts in everything that's happened, so we'll open it up at the end if other people have things to share. We're not interested in spreading rumors, however, so if people could keep it to the facts that they know, that will keep everyone safer and keep us all at the same level of knowledge.
I've got an update. So last night at 9:15 p.m., the RNC Welcoming Committee's Convergence Center it's at 627 Smith Avenue in St. Paul was raided. The Ramsey County Sheriff's Department executed a search warrant on the space with the cooperation of the St. Paul Police Department. They stormed in, ordered everyone to the ground. We believe there are about 50 to 60 people in the space, both upstairs and downstairs. They made people lie face down on the ground, handcuffed them, and then everyone was detained. Eventually they started processing people. They took IDs and they photographed most people and let them go one by one. They did let people take some personal property. On the list of things that they kept, there were laptops. They seized all literature in the space. Other things they deemed storage devices. They took a big styrofoam map of St. Paul. So that happened last night. You have an update?
I just got a call from the council member who represents that ward. He has gotten through to the building inspector's department, and they will open the place back up this afternoon.
So we don't know the timing of that.
David Thune.
No. So we don't know the timing of that, but we will announce that as soon as we do. So next.
So this morning, after the raid last night, three houses of members of the RNC Welcoming Committee were raided by the police department. They used the same search warrant with the same criteria as they served on the Convergence space. I don't have that information with me right now. Maybe someone afterwards can speak to that search warrant. There were names as well included on the search warrants. Some of those people are in custody, some of them are not. As of this time, 3 members of the Welcoming Committee have been taken to Hennepin County. 4? 4. Right. 4. 4 members of the welcoming committee were taken into custody with various charges that maybe other people can speak to. In addition to that, 1 person was taken into custody on Franklin Avenue, and
As a welcoming committee member?
not a welcoming committee member, but associated with protests.
So we know that there was, should we go into the houses and the names?
Yeah.
Okay, so the houses that were raided were the Food Not Bombs house, which is at 23rd and 23rd in Seward, the Harriet house at 35th and Harriet, and Aaron and Monica's house on 17th. So the people arrested were Aaron Trimmer, Monica Bicking, Garrett Fitzgerald, and Nathaniel Secor. We do know that the search warrants that they used when entering the Food Not Bombs house and the Harriet house had single names, each had 1 name on the search warrant, and the person who was named on the search warrant was not at the house and is not in custody right now. That's 2 people.
Quick update, 2 of those people, the RNC welcoming committee members who were taken into custody, are currently being held without bail for probable cause. I don't know probable cause what. Should we move on to others? So other things that have been happening, right now there are undercover officers outside of the legal office in St. Paul, the jail support place. There are currently officers outside of the bike space. Obviously lawyers are at the legal space and lawyers are as well at the bike space. Yeah.
So we held a press conference this morning at 10 a.m. and the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department held a simultaneous press conference at a different location. And Jordan Kushner from the NLG is going to read their press statement. Has to be loud.
This is what the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. This is what the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office emailed to all of the mainstream press. So this is what their search warrant executed on known criminal anarchists. On August 29th, 2008 at 9:15 p.m., the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, assisted by the St. Paul Police Department, executed a search warrant at 627 Smith Avenue South. Numerous items were recovered. No persons were arrested. The search warrant was a part of an ongoing investigation regarding serious criminal acts. Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher stated, quote, "This investigation pertains to actions of the RNC Welcoming Committee. The Welcoming Committee is a criminal enterprise made up of 35 self-described anarchists who are intent on committing criminal acts before and during the Republican National Convention. These acts include tactics to blockade and disable delegate buses, breaching venue security and injuring police officers. They have recruited assistance in their criminal conspiracy from other anarchist groups throughout the country. Through their plans and actions, they have exhibited a blatant disregard for the law and safety of others." Unquote. Okay.
All right, let's give the welcoming committee and ourselves a round of applause.
So I'm going to open it up at this time. If people have confirmed and verifiable information that they can share with us, if there are any other updates that people have, please raise your hand.
Or incidents that haven't been reported yet.
Yell, please.
I just